Grand risings, my darlings. How are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. Give me 1 second. There we go. How are we all doing? I hope that we're all doing swell. I'm just quickly unpacking my bag. I've been out today. I've been to Waterstones. I also bought a mini booklet to fortune telling for palm reading. Why? I don't know. I do actually. I want to learn how to do palm reading traditionally. I do it very weirdly. I will read your palm weirdly. But yeah, how are we all doing? I hope that we're all doing swell. Just unpacking. I have a lot of crap. I take so much with me. There we go. Hello. Give me 1 second. Let's quickly get my desk in order. Because right now you can't fit any cards on it. You can't fit no cards. I'm not even exaggerating. I also bought today Red Dead Redemption and Rust. Because I wanted to. Has anyone ever played Red Dead Redemption? As in like the original? Because I played like the newest. So I bought the original because they're like, I want the original. Did I create that? Hell no. I cannot create that. I'm not that good. I bought it. Don't know who created it. But no, I bought it. Ages ago now. Ages ago. Not recently. Good God, me making a piece of art. Huh? That'd be a first. That would be an absolute first. I'm not even joking. I wish I was. Hello, Boo. How are you? Oh, that's warm. No, that'd be a first. Ollie, 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 tits in the trolley. Yeah, thank you for the heart, me. Thank you. Hello, give me 1 second, my darlings. Let me just quickly put everything back. I have so much crap out. I wish I was joking. There we go. Right, now I can do all your yes or no's and readings. Because I've got all the cards out and a wee. Thank you for the roses. I've got all the cards out in a wee, and I don't know what I want to use. Let's go with this one. There we go. Let's see your questions. So, is your ex going to regret breaking up with you in the future? Let's see. Yes, they will. Hope you're well. I'm going to at the moment. Can you please tell me if you and LT will be together? Will it be soon? Let's see. Thank you for the follow. No, I don't feel like you guys will be together. No, not at the moment. Are you and Zep still on target for reconciliation? Let's see. Yes. Are you losing your supervisor position? Let's see. I feel that you are, my darling. Will you be in a relationship this year? Let's see. Will you be in a relationship this year? No, not this year. Okay. Not this year. I'm not even joking, I've actually broken my nail off. You know, I've got these nails on. That's my actual nail now. Broke it off last night. Will Danny and you be in a romantic relationship one day? Let's see. Yes, you will, my darling. I wanted to use this deck and now I don't want to use it. It's very weird. Very weird. You know, like when you want to use something and it just suddenly changes and you're just there like, why? I wanted to use you. I think it's because I want to use like the Deviant Moon. I have so many decks. Yeah, I still bought new ones today. But yeah, if you'd like a reading, my darling, link in bio. Hello, Surani. Surani, are you a Patreon subscriber? Thank you for the heart, me. Will you and Dan be official? Let's see. I feel that you will, yes. Thank you for the follow. Right, just let you know, my darling, I'm moving over to Buy Me a Coffee. Because my Patreon's messing up at the moment, so I need to take it down for a wee bit so I can resort it and configure it. So I'm moving over to Buy Me a Coffee. Okay, my darling. I just thought I'd let you know because I will be suspending my Patreon, which means that payments will not go through. Okay, if you've got it on recurring. Okay, babe. Just thought I'd let you know. I've already let Tracy know yesterday, but I thought I'd let you know as well. Okay. Thank you, my darling. I just thought I'd let you know, just so that you don't get surprised. So I don't want to like surprise anyone, if you know what I mean. Right, I'm going to be very honest. Just because you follow doesn't mean you're guaranteed a reading, my darling, unless you pay. Okay, yes or no's are free, but if you actually want like a card, you do have to pay. Follows don't get you anything. Okay. I'm not that sort of streamer. Okay. Does S's wife want to be with him? Let's see. Let's see. No. You want a yes or no? Then just pop yes or no in, boo. Hello, Yasmi. How are you, my darling? How are you? See, I can't sing that song because it's in Chinese. I don't know the lyrics. Does your crush like you? Like anyone? Let's see. Does your crush like anyone? Let's see. No, your crush does not like anyone, my darling, apart from you. When Jason sings the love songs, does he sing them as a message to you? Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you for the follow. He does, my darling, yes. Okay, he does. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the share. I'm good. I'm doing good, thank you. I had a lovely day. I went out shopping. I did. Bought some shit I actually didn't need, but hey ho, we all know what I'm like. Whether I need it or not, I'm gonna buy it. We pass your driving test, let's see. Yes, she will. Like, for example, I bought some new earrings. I'll show you. So I bought some Guess earrings. I did. So that's Guess. One sec, I've broken 2 nails, so it's just going to take me a couple of seconds. Oh, I love Guess. Thank you, Tracy. I wonder if I can get that on. There we go. That's on. I then bought that lovely Guess ring as well. So this hand is now complete. I've got every ring on every finger. I just need one more on that finger. I need to replace that ring and get 2 on there. So I need 2 on that finger, 2 on that finger. And that all hand's done. I need 2 on my pinky and that's done. Then I've got all my hands completely ringed. Hello, Boo. How are you? So it looks like I've got a promise ring, even though I don't. I'm good, thanks, Boo. Love the ring, thank you. Tracy, are you here, Boo? Thank you for the heart, me. Hello, Boo. So, hi Jamie, can you have a good look at things with me and Tony, please? Everything has gone completely wrong. We had a big argument. Oh my god. He's blocked me. I can't see a way forward. Will he come back romantically and reconcile? Is there anyone online? I can be there for you, don't worry. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Here we go. So, let me just change decks because you need love. True emotions. Here we go. Let's fucking do it. Let's see what you get, Boo. Of course you can be added, Boo. Hello, Boo. Let's see what you get. So, he's coming back. Okay, he's just doing a coping mechanism. This is how he copes with life. Okay. He's just been a bit detached. I feel like he's just ghosting at the moment because he's struggling. I do feel like he is coming back in. Hello, my darling. Okay, he is coming back in and he is coming towards you. What I will say here, though, is he's just going through some time. I feel like you two are tied up together, okay? He already misses you. He already still wants you, and I feel like there is going to be marriage between the both of you still. Okay, like, you two are still together, okay? I don't see anything bad. I feel like it's just a minor argument. I wouldn't even say it's big, and I feel like he feels really bad about it. And I feel like he's going through the memories. I feel like he just got a little bit triggered. Okay, he got a little bit stuck. It's almost like he tried to run, but I feel like there's definitely romance coming back forwards. Okay, he's going to sweet talk you. Okay, he will unblock you and he will go, look, I messed up, I'm sorry. Okay, and he will come back. He has to, he wants to, he needs to. Okay, because I feel like he's just lost himself. When he loses you, he loses himself. Okay. When he loses you, he loses himself. And I feel like he's starting to realise that. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's just pretending to be busy. He's trying to get himself working, okay, with you. And I feel like he's just overdone it. What I would say here is I feel like karma's coming back his way and it's bringing you two back together. I feel like he's about to show his true self and be there like, look, I'm back, okay? So don't worry, he's coming back, boo. What I will also say here is, yeah, he rejected. Okay. And I feel like he's gone, why did I reject her? What did she ever do to me? Okay. So I feel like he's going to try and love himself again, and he's going to try and love you. Okay. Okay. I feel like he'll reach out, my darling, because he's not happy with himself, with the way that he's treated you. Okay, boo. And I feel like he needs to suddenly realise, look, we need to do this. Okay. And he will. Hello, other Tracy. What I will also say here is he's going through heartbreak. Because he really wants that good feeling with you. He really wants that good vibe with you. But I feel like he's just making himself frustrated. Okay. He is trapped in his past. And I feel like that is where he is stuck. Okay. But he's going to get unstuck. Okay. He's going to come forwards and he's going to give you everything that you need. He's going to unblock you. Okay. He's going to unblock you and add you back. Okay, my darling. You are not going to be blocked again. Okay. What I will also say here is he's fed up with himself. He knows that he needs to come forward. He knows that he needs to open up. He will. Okay, babe? Does that make sense? Remember, guys, if you'd like a reading or you'd like to know someone's feelings, link in bio. Okay, yes or no's are the only freebies we do. Oh, there's always going to be fake accounts of me on here, my darling. Oh, no problem, Tracy. I'm always here for you, boo. Thank you for the follows. Yeah, there's always going to be fake accounts of me. People just want to be me, my darling. Thank you, Alicia. People just want to be me because I'm successful. So I think let's try and steal his content. Trust me. This is my only account. Okay. This is my only one. You're drinking peppermint tea? Nice. God knows what I'm drinking. I'm just drinking a tea. I don't know if it's decaf, though. Feels decaf. I don't think it is. It helps with your tummy. Oh, cute. Tracy, you still got 348 minutes left in your bank, okay, babe? Thank you for the slice of cake or whatever that was called. Thank you. Do I have Alicia? Do 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 do. There's a place downtown where the get it down. Doodly. Just realised I cannot sing that song. Hello, Amina. Do I have Alicia? Hello, Alicia. Before I do that, let me just do Yasmin. Will they unblock you? Let's see, Yasmin. Will Jason unblock you? He will unblock you, my darling, yes. Okay, he will. Wheel of Fortune. So Alicia, what? I can draw? Oh! Alicia, can you check your Snapchat? Your Instagram even. Please. Let me know if you see anything on it. Can you see that? One sec, I'm just going to send Ollie a message. Give me one sec. Give me 1 second. That's why I sent Ollie. Oh, I love that. Right, how do I delete that? Shit. I can unsend it, thank God. Oh, I might send that after. Yep, you get that. Of course you can be added, Queen. Sorry, I didn't know you could do that with Instagram. So, can we see JJ's energy towards you, and do you see any improvement this year with him? As there's no contact, no improvement, and am I wasting my time? Let's see. Let's see. So there will be improvement this year, my darling, yes. Okay, there is going to be improvement. What I would also say here is I feel like the energy is becoming more positive, but I feel like he's just bringing the energy back to himself. Okay. Okay, Queen. What I would say here, though, is focusing yourself. Okay, I would give up. Okay. And what I mean by that is where you just stop trying. He will come in when he wants to. Okay. But if you find someone better in the meantime, you go for the one that's better. Okay. So that's what I mean by give up. Is if there's a better option, go for it. Okay, don't just stick with the mediocre shit. Simples. Okay, thank you for the cherry blossom. What I would say here is I feel like he's unintentionally stabbing you in the back. It's almost like he really doesn't mean to. And I feel like he really doesn't want to. Okay. What I will say here is I feel like he is trying to change. He's trying to uncontrol himself in negative ways. And I feel like he's trying to become more positive. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's just stressed. I feel like he has a lot of anxiety inside of him. Okay. He is used to pain. He is used to negativity. He is not used to people being nice. So when he sees you being nice to him, it does take him by surprise. It is not something that he is necessarily used to having. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he wants to make sure it works between the both of you. He really does. And I feel like he wants to have that good relationship between the both. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he just needs time. I feel like his energy is slightly stagnant at the moment, but I don't think it is going to stay that way. I feel like if you reach out, I don't feel like that is going to be a bad move. I don't think that that would be a bad thing. I do feel, however, you might not feel complete if you reach out. Okay. So if you reach out, what I would say here is maybe just be careful that there will not be a completion feeling. Okay. It is going to feel a little bit obsolete. Okay. And you'll feel like things start going a little bit too fast. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is we do have the death card. Okay, so that is showing that there is going to be new beginnings, but you have to be ready for these new beginnings. They're not going to be fun straight off the bat. Okay, they are going to be a little bit painful. They are going to be a little bit confusing. Okay, but you will have the joy and you will have the fun that you desire. What I would also say here is there is going to be the connections that you want. There are going to be the connections coming forwards, but you have to be ready for these, okay? But exactly, focus on yourself, focus on your health. That is like the best way to go. Okay, and you will feel much better afterwards. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? Away in a manger, no grip for a bed. Yes, my voice is cracking. Shut up. Well, I'm glad that made sense. Do I have Queen? Queenie Boo. Where in the hell did that go? Sentence to read in head, I will. Did I not have a thing on that? Clearly not. Okay, that just took me by surprise. I swear I had an elastic band on that. This is what happened to me. Is I will think I had an elastic band on something. I will then look for ages for that elastic band and I will not find it. I will not find that elastic band for the life of me. Right. You just posted a funny video? That's nice. Afternoon, my darling. How are you? So, Queen. Okay. Okay. He was playing golf with a normal stick. That's insulting to golf. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the heart me. Queen, there's nothing dirty in that message. Why did you want it read in my head? Ah. Electric shocks today. Am I wearing too much metal on my hand? Every finger is covered up by a ring. I think I have too much metal on my hand. Hello, light seekers. Because it's long. Oh, okay. Did you get a picture then? Right, let's see how he's feeling towards your day. I'm doing good, thank you, my darling. You did. Thank you for the payment, my darling. Right, let's see what we get. Ooh, there's passion, that's for sure, my darling. Okay, but I feel like you're starting to see everything you need. You're starting to bathe in success. Okay, I feel like this relationship is starting to work. I feel like it's not as balanced. Okay, have a good one, Emperor. I feel like the relationship isn't as balanced just yet, but I feel like it is starting to become balanced. Thank you for the payments. What I would say here is I feel like he's no longer leaving you out in the cold. I feel like he's realising that you guys are going to start working. I feel like he's going to go for this relationship in a more of a better direction now. Hello, Hollybobs. Okay, and I feel like it's almost like you're restarting. You're re-beginning, you're redesigning, you're recreating. Okay. Tracy, thank you for your payment, my darling. Okay, so what I would say here is I feel like there's a lot of success coming forwards. What I will say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you need to start seeing the success. Okay, seeing that you will always create good in the future. I feel like you two are going to have the fun that you desire. He will definitely see you before the holiday. The holiday is going to be in about 3 weeks. It feels. I don't feel like he's going to be able to go away for his birthday. I feel like it's going to be slightly after his birthday. I do. I just don't feel like they're going to have the flight on his birthday, if you know what I mean. So I feel like it's going to be slightly after. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to make an effort. Okay. He is really going to make an effort now. I don't see that he's going to be walking away again. He knows that your feelings matter. Yeah, he knows that your feelings matter, my darling, so I feel like he's going to make it work. He dug his grave. He dug his grave and he knows that he needs to go in it now. He knows that he needs to go in it because he knows what he did wasn't right, so he knows that he needs to make it up to you. Okay. And he's gonna make it up. He really is. He's no longer money-orientated focused. He doesn't need money anymore. Okay, he knows that he's got you and he knows that he's got you by his side. Okay. He's staying loyal. Okay, he used to be greedy, but he's no longer being greedy. He is staying loyal. Okay. A lot of makeup. Honey, you don't need a lot of makeup. You've got that. Okay. The makeup is not needed. His eyes ain't going to be looking... Unless you're doing a makeup there, his eyes ain't going to be up here. Okay. Of course you can ask a question, boo. I'm just saying. Okay, when you have a figure like yours, honey, the eyes are down here. Okay, you've got a man's every dream. And trust me. Okay. You've got a man's every dream. You have everything that he desires and that he needs, which will create the loyalty that is desired. Okay, which will create you. I don't see any third parties at all. Okay, babe? Does that make sense? Thank you for the heart, me. Also, yes, I've gone back to reversals. Pendulum told me to. My tarot journey is like up, down, sideways, reversal ways, everything. You know I can fulfill him. He can fulfill you. He can fill. Yeah. You're welcome, boo. Honey, you can fulfill him and he can just fill you. Period. Will you attract love? Let's see, Light Seeker. Will you attract love? I feel that you will, my darling, yes. You will. Thanks, Alicia. Right, let's see who's on my list. I didn't open that, you motherfucker. I pressed that. Do I have... Oh my god. One sec, here we are. Do I have Aisha? Please? You're welcome, Lightseeker. My voice went then. Do I have Aisha? I've got you twice. Bro, thank you, my darling. So, your first one. Rainforest, you're on my list, my darling, don't worry. Oh, I need to actually open that. God dang it. You gonna recognise my face? I swear I could become deformed and this thing is still going to recognise me. I just have my fingers in my mouth covering half my face. It still opened up my PayPal. Was Todd trying? I can never get over the name Todd. I am sorry. I just find the name funny. I'm sorry. Let's try again. Let's try that again. Sarko. What is it? The name Todd always gets me. I don't know why. I'm going to call him T, or I'm not going to get through the sentence. Was T trying to hold his... You're not being fair to me now. First you give me a name that I find funny. And now the question... Oh, God. Was Tom trying to hold his sexual composure? This is torture. This morning, when he came to visit you, this morning, he came to... God, I'm actually crying. Thank you for the heart, mate. I can't get through this reading. Breathe, I can't get through the fucking sentence. I wasn't expecting that at all. You pulled back your energy. I've just got an image of you pulling something else. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God. Let's see. Oh, he was trying hard, boo. He was trying hard, but he couldn't in his head. In his head, he really wasn't holding back. And I have an image I don't want. Let's put this way, full throttle chains to the bed. Absolutely dominating in his head. I'm trying to do this with a straight face, I really can't, I'm sorry. He was restrained in person, but in his head, I can tell you, girl. I can tell you, girl, in his head, he really wasn't. In his head, there was no restraint, let's put it that way. Okay, he tried, and he is trying his hardest. I'm dying inside. He was trying trying his hardest, my darling. But there was struggle. I mean, we have the devil. Can I show us? There we go. We have the devil, and we all know when it's the devil, we all know what's going on. Okay. This motherfucker tried. This motherfucker tried to hold it in as much as he could, my darling. But I can tell you now, the passion inside, his Ace of Wands was out. His Ace of Wands was a fucking log when he left. And let's put it this way. That log got a beating. That log got a beating. Okay. Right, I'm going to try and read your next one with a straight face. You watch, I ain't going to be able to. You watch. You watch. Breathe deep. Well, you're doing something deep. I can tell you now, it ain't breathing. I can tell you now, it ain't breathing. Right, you didn't hear from Todd yesterday until much later in the evening, and at that moment, I was unavailable. Hence his visit this morning. Okay. Not too far, Alicia. Depends how quick I can get through this. Can you confirm if he was busy? Next time, can you put this question first? After that last one. We have busy in my head, and it's not in the good way. He was busy in general. Or purposely pulled back or working on the proposal. Let's try this. Right. I can get through this one with a straight face. After the last one. That last one took me by surprise. Right, let's see. So, was he busy in general? Let's see. Yes, he was busy in general, my darling. Okay, so he was genuinely busy. Okay. And I feel like he's definitely working on that proposal. Okay, so not only was he busy, he was also working on the proposal. I also feel he was busy studying as well. Okay, boo. But I feel like he really wanted to talk, as I feel like it's almost like he just needed that talk, needed that vibe. But I feel like he felt bad that he didn't catch you. Okay. But no, I still feel like it's good. He was just genuinely busy. Okay, that day. Okay, boo. Middle of the deck. You just need to relax. Okay, boo. Thanks, Tracy. Okay. Does that make sense, boo? And I'm going to quickly do your third one, because I can write you down 3 times. Thank you. Right. Is Todd's ex, K, spiraling because she knows Todd and you have a solid relationship that she's guessing is leading to marriage. I know she keeps tabs on my social media for clues and comparisons. Honey, if you know she keeps tabs, you need to block that girl. Block her. Also, I'm sorry, who keeps tabs on their ex's other half? I'm sorry, I've just got an ick there. Why is she keeping a tab on you? Ugh. Why? Who does that? Let's see, is she spiraling? Let's see. I feel like she is spiraling. Ace of Swords, my darling, yes. Okay. Because she knows that you can give him everything that she can't. Okay, and I feel like that hurts her because she's there like, hang on a minute. Like, this is not fair. Okay, she knows that you can give everything in a better way, okay? You can happily chop his log very well. Okay. You can eat his log cake, his Yule log, that he makes very well. Okay. And you can take his Yule log very well. Okay, thank you, Tracy. You can give him the love that he needs, the validation. She can't do any of that. And that's just like 0.1% of the things you can do compared to her. Okay. The fact that she completely relied on him where you don't shows that you're better. And this is another thing that she is jealous of. Okay, boo. So I would say yes, she is jealous, she is spiraling, and she isn't having the life that she wants or that she needs. Okay, boo? Okay, Yasmin? Okay? Does that make sense? Thank you for the heart, me. Brilliant. I can't believe I actually kept a straight face through that. Hello, 26. You're welcome, boo. I actually kept a straight face. I am so pleased with me. Everyone be pleased with me. Hello. Thank you for the cherry. I like a cherry. I like popping them. Do I have Marlon? Do I have Marlon? Hi, would you like your reading on, boo? You have a 5-minute reading. Well, you have a, whatchamacallit? Shiza. You have a mini. What do you want your mini on, my darling? Yeah, so you get 2 yes or no's and a reading, or you can have 3 yes or no's and no reading. It's up to you. Hot show. Honey, if I had an OF, it'd be a hotter show. We're just going to leave that for your minds. What is the current and future energy and emotional connection between Priscilla and you? Okay. Alicia, I should hope yours hasn't been popped for a while, considering you need to be a man to have a cherry. The innuendo for yours is a melon. Rita, do not tempt me to do an OF tarot card reading page. Do not tempt me, because I will. You've never heard these be called melons? Okay. Because that's a cherry down there for us. These are melons. This is an apple. And the other thing down there is a courgette. And then the other thing on the other person is a donut. And if you're gay, for male, the other thing is a chocolate eclair. Rita just said I came for reading, left with learning a lot more than expected. Chocolate are eclairs because they're shit covered. We're filled with whipped cream. That's why it's gay. Oh god. It's not clean afterwards. Right, what was the question again, Jason? Sorry, honey, it's dark chocolate, my darling. If it's white chocolate, there's something wrong. I've gone all hot. Oh. Dehydrated. That's when they become raisins. Oh god. What is the current energy and emotional connection between Priscilla and you? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Whew. Let's see. I'm full on fucking sweating. I'm full on sweating now. Oh god, I'm crying and I'm sweating. Hello, blessed Dharma. Your turn is very soon, my darling. We took a slight detour through food education. I'm actually crying. What I would say here for you, my darling, is I feel like the feelings are high, but so is tension. Okay? There's definitely tension between you. Okay? I feel like it's positive. Okay? I don't feel like it's negative. Okay? But I feel like they're almost wanting more than they're getting. Okay, in their head. I feel like there are new beginnings. Okay, my darling. And there's about to be new beginnings that are going to be heavily worth it. But there's a lot of choice coming your way into your direction. Okay. What I will say here is I feel like they've been a little bit too hard on themselves. And I feel like they need to learn to communicate their feelings a little bit more. I feel like their feelings aren't being given in the correct way. Okay. And it's almost, which means you can't give the correct support all the time. Okay. So sometimes when she seems happy, she's masking. There's no happiness. Okay. At least not all the time. And I feel like she's starting to realise that she's not quite getting help that she needs. Because she's not expressing the correct feelings in the right way. I don't think it's any fault of yours. I just think that she's too scared to show. Okay, she's a little bit there like, but if I showed this, he might judge. Do you see what I mean? And I feel like that's what that's what she is scared of, is being judged. Even though she knows you won't judge, due to her past, she's scared. What I would say here is she wants a long relationship with you. I feel like there's going to be a house move with the both of you together. I feel like there's going to be a house brought together. A new one. Okay. This is going to create new beginnings between the both of you, more positively. It's almost like a change of scenery is needed. Okay. Like, for her happiness to get better, I feel like a change of scenery would be absolutely splendid for her. As it means that she doesn't have to live in the past. Like, your house is fine, it's amazing, it's really nice, but I feel like there's just so many memories from her past, that she needs like a whole new beginning. Like, she just needs to buy a new beginning. Okay, it's like pressing a reset button. I think you need it too. Okay, you need the new beginning as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You've got a snake inside of you. Okay, and you're probably thinking, hell, what's a snake inside of me mean? A snake inside of you basically means that there's negativity brewing up, but you're trying to stomach it and keep it down. And you're lying through your teeth. Okay. The problem is, you've got all this snake laying all of its eggs, laying all of its negativity. Okay. And you're there like, I need to help her, even if my mental health is going to suffer. And that's the snake. It's your conscience. Okay. Because you would rather help her than look at your own feelings. But in your head, her feelings mean more than yours do. And that is what the snake is it's the true self. And it's a self that's going to eat away and poison. It is. And it's going to poison and poison and poison until your mental health doesn't allow you to live any longer. So, although you want to help her, you need to stop. And you need to look in the mirror and help yourself first. Okay, help her alongside, but you need to have help yourself. Because how are you going to help someone else if you're not in a good place either? Okay. Sometimes you have to help oneself before someone else can be helped. Because charity starts at home. Hello again. Okay. Exactly. What you need is a nice weekend of self-love. Whole weekend. Okay. Of self-love. Whether that's a movie night for 2 days, or whether that's just a nice bath each night. I don't care what you do. Just do it. Okay. Because then you'll be re-energized. You'll be recreated, re-trusted, re-understood. And you can then help her. Okay. Maybe a movie night together wouldn't hurt. Man under the bear. Yeah. Okay, man under the bear with the fish next to it, a tower on the bottom. And the dog in the middle. Oh, she feels the same for you. Trust me. Because you had the dog in the tower, so she's going to work hard to make sure that you two stick together. I see that there's a lot of prosperity coming for the both of you. And that there is a lot of joy coming for the both. What I also see here is that it's going to take a lot of work. But there is always going to be a lot of work no matter what. Okay. Physical contact too needs it. Okay. The fact that you guys still speak is good enough. That's still effort. Okay. Okay. That's all that matters. If you want physical contact, what you could do just as substitute is try... almost like maybe try a video call every now and then. And that should give you the contact that you want because then you get to see her. But she still gets her personal space. Okay. Does that all make sense, Boo? I have finally managed to stop crying. That's good. I'm going to pretend I know what a voice clip is. I'm 21 and I'm like a fucking 90-year-old. Calling she don't like now because her head is too full. Yeah. Voice note. Oh, voice note. Okay. Yeah. You're welcome, my darling. I'm glad that helped. Oh my god. I've got a headache from laughing so much. Oh. That chocolate eclair thing got me. Guys, these innuendos always have to happen because TikTok will ban me otherwise. I have no choice. Why do I have 2 of those going off? What the fuck? Recognize me. Thank you. Do 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 do. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Let me try it again. No, 1 sec. Right. Do I have Alicia? I'm actually crying. That's too fucking funny. Hello, Alicia. So, can you just get a general what's coming for you? Yeah, you can. It was funny. Oh, my lord. Right, let's see what you get, boo. Literally got Cherry Bomb Song. I don't think I've heard that song. Sweet like a chocolate boy. That just sounds racist. Right. You've only got 3 reversals. Right. It's a song, I know. You've got a lot of loyalty coming your way, but I don't feel like a lot of money at the moment. There is money in your future for sure. Marriage isn't for quite a while though. Okay. What I would say though is your mental health is getting better, and I feel like it's going to stay at a solid pace. You're an overthinker. You're going to be overthinking for a little bit longer. Okay, boo. I think that is just due to mental health. That isn't going to last for too long. Okay. You need to stop thinking about people messaging you or not messaging you. Stop overthinking that in the future. Okay. That is what's messing you up, is the fact that you keep overthinking people's opinions, what people say, what people think, what people do. You need to stop. Okay. It is not going to help you out at all. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is just hold yourself back slightly, okay? Slow down, calm down, be there, okay? Trust yourself and you'll be fine. You have a lot of stability coming your way as well, my darling. You have a lot of stability. What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like it is going to become easier. What I will also say here is your health is going to take a negative turn for a bit. Not for too long, though. Just a tiny negative turn. What I will say here is I think it's more the fact that your body slightly degraded itself due to the fact of mental health. So it will get better. I feel like you'll still be getting a job, my darling, yes. Okay, babe? Does that make sense? Yeah, it comes with age, my darling. Trust me, my body's degrading. That's just because of all the shit I'm putting in it, though. Yeah. You'll get better, though, my darling. You'll get better. Don't you worry. Oh, Lord. Do I have a Dharma? A Dharma. Hello, boo. What would you like your reading on, my darling? But you paid before the list was closed, my darling. It's fine. what's happening between you and S this month. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you for the rose. Right, what I will say here for you, my darling, is I feel like there's going to be a meetup. I feel like it's going to be a very positive meetup as well. I feel like he's looking towards you. I feel like he's looking ready for this. I would also say here is I feel like he's thinking of getting you a little meetup gift. Okay, to show his love for you. Thank you for the gifts, talking of gifts. Thank you. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is going to be a little bit more positive. Okay, I feel like he's going to be talking about the future with you. I also see better contact as well. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you are going to be constantly thinking of him as he you. Okay, at the same time, I'd also say here for you as well is I feel like even when you're slightly down this month, because I do feel like your energy is going to be slightly negative, I do feel like he is going to be there for you. I feel like he is going to show his emotions for you as well. Thank you for the little gift, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you two are stuck together this month. Okay, as I feel like there is definitely good fortune. I feel like any misfortune is just going to be minor. I don't think it is going to be big at all. What I would also say here is I feel like you're going to come into a little bit of money, and I think it's going to be due to him. I feel like he's going to give you some wise and sound advice. What I will, thank you for the heart me. What I would also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like you're going to be staying over at his, it feels like. Yeah, it feels like you're going to be staying over at his, my darling. Okay, so you might travel. I feel like you two are going to start planning a holiday together. Okay, so we do have that positive as well, my darling. Hello, Lili. I feel like we do have that positive as well. It's where you two will be planning a holiday. What I will also say to this as well, my darling, is I feel like he is going to be very clear with you. I feel like he's going to be very close and very understanding. At the same, leave my bin alone. Oi. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I don't feel like you're going to feel alone at all. I feel like you're going to feel like you're in a proper relationship, one that is deserving, one that is needed. What I will also say to this as well, my darling, is this is where the relationship will feel more open and better. At the same time, it will feel like there's actually something there. I feel like there's going to be celebration. I feel like you guys will party with each other. What I will also say to this as well, my darling, is I feel like this is actually where you guys get to have the fun that you need and deserve. What I will say here, though, is you do need to watch yourself, okay? Your health is going to have a slight decline, okay, due to pollen increase. So what I would say here, you're not going to be feeling as good, okay? It's not going to be anything that can kill you. It's not going to be anything that can do or be detrimental to you at all, okay? It is literally just the fact that the pollen intake is higher, okay? He will be there to help you out with that. Do not worry. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like he's going to take a little gamble with you. Okay? He's going to see if he can sleep in the same bed as you. Okay? And we all know where that leads. Okay? He's going to take that slight gamble because he doesn't know what your mood's going to be. But I think it's going to be worth it. Okay? What I can tell you here, it is a spicy live stream. What I can tell you here now is he is very good in bed. Very good. Okay, that schlong definitely works. Okay. Love how all of you are using chilies now. What I will say though, my darling, is don't worry. Of course there's going to be protection. Okay. He's going to make sure that he only does it when you want to, so he is going to ask first. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? I don't know why I looked directly into the camera when I said he is going to ask first. That's a very direct look. Well, I'm glad that made sense. You're very welcome, my darling. Who doesn't like a bit of a spicy stream? It was a very intense look. That was just directly. It was a direct stare. I didn't even mean to. It was just like dead-eyed look. I hope my parents aren't in the background. My mum's in the bloody bedroom. Oh, that just sounds even worse after what our conversations that we've just been having on this stream. She's looking in the diary. I know where half your minds are going. Do I have Tracy for Celtic Cross? Hello, boo. So, oh. Which Tracy? One with the boom booms or are those stilettos? The one with the stilettos next to her name. Let's have a look. Yeah, the high heels next to her name. Today was a popular live stream. It was. They look like race cars on my computer. I'm sorry. Hi, Jamie. Can I also ask a code for Tony talking to anyone romantically, please, or anyone else romantically offline? Let's see. No. Okay. That's right, Yasmin. Okay, he is not talking to anyone else online or offline, my darling. I do feel like you are the only person that he is talking to, and you're going to be the only one that is talking to. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like there is definitely positivity still between the both of you. Yes, you're in a little bit of a negative state, so you are overthinking the situation, my darling. You're seeing red. You're thinking, oh my God, he's ghosting me because he's with someone else. He's not. Okay. I feel like he is only with you, my darling. I feel like he's only going to stay with you because you can match his pace. No one else can match his pace. No one else has the patience. Okay, you're the only one with the patience that is necessary to match him and to keep him, my darling. So what I would say here is no, there is no one else. Okay, B? You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. Right, do I have... That was me, Lai. Do I have Tracy H, please? Hello, my darling. So, Tracy H, you would like Mark's feelings and intentions for you, please. Is there potential for this to work without repeating past patterns of a push-pull relationship? Can he be loyal and faithful? Will he reach out? So let's do yes or no's first. So yes, this relationship can work out, my darling. I don't see any negativity towards that. Okay. Is it going to be a push and pull? No, it's not going to be a push and pull, my darling. Okay, so it's going to be a true relationship. Okay. Can he be loyal and faithful? He can be loyal and faithful, and yes, he will reach out, my darling. Okay. So yes, 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 yes. Let's have a look at the energy. Let's see. Let's have a look at the energy. Okay, so yeah, he is staying loyal to you, my darling, as he realizes that he does need you more than anyone else. What I will say here is I feel like he regrets breaking the energy between the both of you last time. He knows that you are the one for him, and I feel like he is looking towards marriage as well. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is trying to think of the next message to send. What I will say here is I feel like there is no disaster coming towards the both of you at all. But I don't think he's going to be spending as much on you. I feel like you guys are going to take it slow, but it's going to be less of a materialistic relationship and more of an actual relationship, okay, my darling? What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like he is going to make sure his relationship works, and I feel like he's going to make it work out. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's trying not to overthink this relationship, but I feel like he is struggling. I feel like the problem is he has so much on his head right now. He's got so much inside of his head, he can't move forwards as easily, no matter how hard he tries. And I feel like he is really, really, really trying, my darling. Okay, he really is. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like he is going to try and make this work as quick as possible, as best as possible. What I would say here is I feel like he has been hit by Cupid's arrow with you. So he knows that the relationship is desired to work between the both of you. He knows that he needs to make it work. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's got a lot of strength inside of him. What I will also say here is I feel like this strength is more than you could imagine, okay? I feel like he's trying to keep himself down and anchored. What I will also say here as well is he's trying to fight for the relationship to make sure it's right. He's trying to be as much gentlemanly as he can. Now, is that going to be an easy thing for him? No. Is he going to try and make that happen? Yes. Okay. That is his desired role, is to make you happy. That is what he thinks that he has been put here for. Is he going to be loyal? We've already said yes, and I feel like he is going to stick to that, my darling, especially with the dog next to the Cupid. Okay, the dog next to the Amor. Okay, Fidelta next to the Amor. Okay, so I feel like he is going to definitely try and stay loyal towards you. I don't think he's going for anyone else, as he does not see anyone comparing to you. What I will also say here as well, my darling, is he knows that you two are in a very good situation at the moment, and this is why he knows that he needs to reach out more. Does he struggle reaching out? Yes. It's not his strong point. Never has been, never will be. Okay, and that is because he is an old-timey man. Okay, he was always taught to keep feelings to himself. He was always taught that other people don't care. So it is going to be very hard for him to open up and be clear about what he wants. Will he try though? Yes, of course he's going to try, my darling. He's going to try and he's going to be close. Okay, no matter what. What I will also say here is he's going to fight for you. Okay, he's going to make this work. To him, you are gold that has never been seen before. Okay, you are a treasure that other people want as well. So he's really got to fight for this. He's really got to make it right for this. And I feel like he is going to prove himself no matter what, no matter how hard it is. He is going to try and prove himself, and he is going to make himself very clear. He's also going to try and be as trusting and as careful with you as well. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to be very clear in what he wants next. He's going to be very honest. I also feel like there is going to be an apology for the way that he has treated you in the past. So I do feel like he's going to be apologising to you, going, sorry, I treated you wrong. I'm going to treat you better. I'm going to treat you right. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is he knows that he has hurt you in the past. So he knows that he's going to have to really try, due to the fact that he did really mess this up. Okay. I feel like he's a changed man. Okay, and I feel like he has changed. I feel like he's become more loyal. He's become more honest. He's become more him. What I would also say here is he has recreated himself in a better image. Okay, you showed him where he went wrong. He realised that he pushed away the one person that meant everything to him, and now he's going to try and win you back. Okay, so he's going to try and win you back. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is he's going to pick himself up, I swear. Okay, he's going to pick himself up. At the same time, I'll also say here is he knows that you're tired of waiting. Okay, and he knows if he makes you wait any longer, you're going to bugger off. Okay, you're not going to stay, you will just go. Okay, and he knows that. So he knows that he has to do something. Okay, otherwise he's going to lose you. Okay, and can he afford to lose you? Hell no. Okay, you are the only one that's ever been true, the only one that's ever stuck by his side no matter what shit he put you through. Okay, you stuck by his side no matter what. Okay, you were always there. And I feel like that's what he cares about. Yes, sometimes he thinks that you're masking and that you're not being completely honest, but he knows you're not always being completely honest about your feelings because he doesn't give off the vibe of I give a damn. Okay, he gives off the vibe of why are you telling me? So he knows that he needs to change his way, and he knows that he actually needs to be there and show you that he cares for you as well, and that he cares for you in the same way that you care for him. Okay, he knows that he has to show that, and if he doesn't, well, boo-hoo to him, you're buggering off. Okay. And he realises that. Okay, boom. You are not going to be alone. Okay, he's going to be by your side no matter what. Yeah, he was a child before. He is no longer being that child. He is changing his ways, and he is going to stay changed. Okay, and he is going to be much better. What I will also say to you as well, my darling, is the energy is only going to be between you two. I don't see him putting any energy into anyone else. Okay, my darling, does that make sense? Has he told anyone how he really feels about you? Let's see. I feel like he has, but he's sworn them to secrecy. Okay, so he's made sure that they don't tell anyone else. Okay. Hello, Cosmic. How are you? Yeah, he is my big show. Yeah. You're very welcome, my darling. Right. Do I have... welcome into everyone that is joining. Do I have next... Oh, I've got to really pronounce this. Do I have Dotteana? Dotteanna. Dotteana. I have butchered your name, I'm sorry. No. No, they're on YouTube, my darling. There they are. Hi. What is your question, Boo? Hello. I think there's just a slight delay on YouTube, my darling. It's not as quick as TikTok. Holly Bobs has watched my live for 200 minutes. Jesus Christ. Thank you. You would love a career and purpose reading on anything else that comes up for you. Okay, my darling. Are you in a career already, or are you looking? How I didn't just break a nail, then I will never know. Just got laid off. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So straight off the bat, within the next 3 weeks, you're going to find another job, my darling. Okay, next 3 weeks. What I would also say for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like you were stabbed in the back. I do feel like someone went against you. What I will also say here is I don't think this is going to happen for much longer. I do feel like you will get a proper job. I feel like your purpose is a helper. Okay, you're very good at helping people. You're very good at giving advice. So counselling or therapy would be the best sort of area for you. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is you're very good at design. You're very good at with the naked eye. Okay. What I would say, should you go with your business or podcast or two? Go into the podcast. Definitely go into the podcast. Okay. Because of the advice that you can give, I feel like the podcast would be the best way to get your voice out. So definitely go with that. Okay. I feel like that will give you more room. I will just give you some advice. Spreaker. Go with that. Okay, Spreaker is really good for podcasting. I'm not paid to promote this, by the way. It's just from experience. £15, found about $20. Okay, and you get about 3 hours of podcasting lease per episode. If you subscribe, if you do the free one, you get 15 minutes. If you go for the free one. But no, Spreaker's really good. Okay. What I will also say for you as well, my darling, is like, to be quite frank, if you go for that business idea, if you go for that podcast, you're both going to make a lot of money. Okay. Especially if you promote it in the correct way, you'll both make a lot of money. Have you looked into learning how to use art? I feel like you'd be very good with art, my darling. Okay. Art would be very good. Travel brand ideas? Yeah. Don't try that just yet. Okay. And there's a reason. Get a following on all social media platforms. Okay. Get a following. Okay. If you want travel brands, the best area on social media is podcast / vlogging or blogging. The reason why I say that, if you vlog or you blog and you post holidays, vacations, like that, you're more likely to get a brand deal. Okay. Because, for example, let's say you get a brand deal of 30% off your next holiday at Virgin, and you're vlogging the holiday, you're more likely to get an audience that is dedicated to those deals, which means that those people, okay, are going to be really, really good and go and pay for those holidays, which means that you will get more clientele, which means that they will get more clientele, which then means you get paid more because you get a bigger brand deal, you get a bigger commission. Okay. So that will be the best way to go. Okay. If you are going to go in that route, only because if you, let's say you just do podcast, and let's say your podcast, I don't know, you say you've done your psychologist, let's say you're talking about how people's brains work, you ain't going to get a brand deal for travelling, because they'll be thinking your audience is around psychology. So you're more likely to get then psychology brands, so like therapy, half price off, that sort of thing. So the best thing to do is dedicate, if you want to work with certain brands, dedicate your brand around those brands. So for example, I would dedicate mine around crystals, astrology, cards, shops that are to do with those. Whenever I promote a shop that I've been into, you will always see it's going to be one that sells cards, rocks, or stuff like that. So when you go into this podcast, or when you go into this travel idea, look at what you're both good at and look at what you're good at, okay? Because what I will say here is, especially if you go with that podcast, you'll get a lot of brand deals with the podcast. Okay, podcasts are really good for brand deals. If you go into that podcast, my darling, ideally, you two will want it around about art and psychology. Okay, why do I say art and psychology? Because that is the yin and yang of each other. Okay, art is psychologically positive for the brain because you can express your emotions. So if you, for example, talk about the psychological point of view, and for example, Tia might talk about how art is good for her, how it's helped her out, and good ideas of what to do, teach it through words and stuff like that. Hello, Linda. You would then get brand deals. You get two types of brand deals. You would get a brand deal of psychology. You'd actually get more. You would then get a brand deal around art. You'll get a brand deal, again, around mental health. So, for example, vitamins. You might actually get holiday brand deals as well if you do art and psychology, because mental health. A holiday helps with your mental health. Just saying. So you might actually get then good half about 100 different types of brand deals you could get. Okay. So there's many different routes that you two are able to take, to be quite frank. Okay, and many routes you can take. I do feel therapy would be very good for you. Okay. I really don't know how I've never got a brand deal, considering I have all these ideas. How can I not get myself a brand deal? But no, I do think opening up your own therapy business would be really good. Like working for yourself as a therapist. You could do that part-time, full-time, and do the podcast, and do the travelling. Okay. Because if you think about it, the therapy or counselling, if you work for yourself, you can do it from home. You can do that online. While you're on holiday promoting brand deals for holidays, honey, you can also be doing someone's therapy session. While you're doing the podcast with Tia, you could also be doing a therapy session straight after while it's uploading. Like, you could create so much extra income for yourself. What you got to do is your options are endless here. Okay, you are actually lucky. Okay, and with therapy, you can charge about 100 quid an hour. People will pay it. I'm not joking. People will pay about 100 quid an hour, especially if you're really good at what you do. So, to be quite frank, you're fine. Okay, even if you've been laid off, you have so many options. Please take them. Okay? Because you actually have a lot more options than you realise. You've just got to learn to take the options and be like, yeah, I will take that, I will have that. Okay. That's all down to you. What sort of podcast are you planning? Only because then I can give a time frame if I roughly know what it is. Yeah, you are. She can't message at the moment. Since you're both doing the podcast here, do you know roughly what the podcast was going to be on, Tia? The podcast animated at helping mums deal with the struggles of parenting and working, as well as dealing with grief. Okay, now. You are coming out of the Easter holidays. You are going into back to school. Okay. Now would be the perfect time to start the podcast and send out the first episode. Literally. Now is like the perfect time. Because while the mums are doing the house cleaning, while the mums are trying to get to their jobs, while the mums are juggling, they can be listening to the podcast while they're doing everything that they need to. We all know mums work really hard. They have jobs, they look after the kids, they help, they feed, they plan. To be quite frank, it's harder than the dad's job. Simple as. So I would say now would be the perfect time now to upload, record, post. I would. Does that all make sense? Thank you, Elsie. Okay, let's see. Where do I see you guys? I don't think you'll be very successful necessarily. Doesn't mean you won't be successful completely by next year. Because you're only going to be just starting up and social media is really hard to get into the algorithm. I would say you'll definitely have listeners. You would probably get around about 1,000 to 5,000 followers by the end of the year. Okay, 20 at a push. 20,000 at a push, I mean. Okay, so you will want TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Literally. Okay. And I would say around about 1 to 20,000. And I think by start of next year, you will start getting the brand deals. Which means you'll start getting paid for podcasting. Okay. Also, when you upload your first episode, send me the link. I want to listen. I'm nosy. I want to listen to the podcast. I need a new podcast to listen to. True crime is boring right now. There's not enough murders, or gruesome murders at least, to even be bothered to listening to it. I just realised how bad that makes me sound. Just realised how bad that sounds. Oops. I mean, I know how to hide a body. Feed it to a pig. And then once you've done that, you then get some bleach and put the teeth and the kneecaps in the bleach, which will dissolve them. Will your pregnancy cause any delays? No, not really. The only time it will cause delays is when you give birth. That would be the delayed part. Okay. And last but not least, do I have a Holly? Holly with a H. And then I'm done. Hello, Holly. How are you? I can go and have a bath. Relax. You are rainforest. But I mean like the last of the paid. So. That's alright, boo. It's alright. So, when we receive contact, okay. Then Andrew regarding you guys. And then is he scared of losing you? Okay. And yes, I'm drinking cold tea. But tea is tea. I don't care how cold it is. I'm gonna drink it. It's wet. How did you know? Hello, Shirley. Good to see you too, boo. How the fuck did you know? Did you have a camera? So, is he scared of losing you? No, he's not scared of losing you because he knows he won't. Okay. He knows he won't because he knows he's going to actually try. He knows he's actually going to pick up and that he's going to be there for you. So he knows he isn't going to lose you. Okay. He's been optimistic, not pessimistic. When we receive contact. 2 days' time. Okay. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Okay. So yeah, 2 days' time. Okay, so let's have a look at the energy. Let's see. Let me change decks. The jokes we've made on this live today are quite disturbing, actually. At how quickly I can think of them. Do I need mental help? I think I need help. Right, let's see what you get, boo. It was fun, it was. Let's see what you get for the energy. Thank you for the ice cream. You're welcome, Shirley. You're welcome. Ice cream to cool down. Thanks, boo. So, we have very positive energy as he's looking towards you now, okay? I feel like he's actually looking to make this relationship work. I feel like it's been a very long journey between the both of you, but it's been a very worth it journey. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like this is where he's going to be a little bit more clear, a little bit more open. What I will also say for you as well is I feel like he's actually going to be by your side no matter what. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's going to make sure it's going to work as he gets the communication coming in, as he knows that he needs the communication. I feel like he's been hiding. He's been hiding. Okay, his true needs, his true thoughts. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is that there is now good fortune. Okay, very good fortune coming, as he's been thinking about you for quite a while. I feel like you've been on his mind. He cannot get you off. Okay, he's tried, but he knows he can't. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you've been thinking about him as well. I feel like there is going to be a move forwards with the both of you, so I feel like he is going to move into the relationship into the correct way. What I will also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to be more honest. Okay. He's going to be more honest and more clear. Oh my god, that sunlight. Wow. Okay. Have I got a little thing on my camera lens? I do, and I can't get it off. One sec. But no, I feel like it is going to be very positive. Okay, and I think that he's going to be more clear. Okay, my darling. Oh, for God's sake. I can't get it off. You thought it came from your phone? No. Can't get it off. I don't know what it is. What's stopping him messaging? Let's see. I think it is because you need an apology, and I think it's scaring him because he doesn't know how to apologise. Okay. It's almost like he's never had to admit that he's wrong before, and I feel like he's scared of admitting that he's wrong. Okay. It scares him, it terrifies him, he's not used to it. But I feel like he will be successful. And I feel like he'll give you the biggest apology that you've ever seen. Okay, so what I would say here is don't worry. Okay? Don't worry, he will. Okay? But he's like an Aries, a stubborn little cunt. Okay? He is stubborn. Okay? But I feel like he values this relationship. So he's going to make sure that this relationship works out between the both of you. Okay. I said he's like an Aries. Like an Aries. Stubborn little cunts. Okay. I'm sorry, but they are. But he's worth it. Okay, my darling, he's worth it. Okay. He's very sensitive. Love that. Yeah, Pisces are very difficult people. Rainforest, you're not a cunt, don't worry. That excludes you. But no, it's gonna work. Okay, babe? Does that make sense? Am I okay? Yeah, I'm good. It was too bright. I don't like the sun. You're 49 next Tuesday, take off 19 years. You're 30. You're 30 next Tuesday. 30. There's no way you are in your 40s. Yeah, I think it's the waiting game, my darling. Okay, it's the waiting game at this point. Does that make sense? And can I also just have Rainforest's question for Celtic Cross? And then I can go. And have a bath and eat crackers in it. Hello, Polar. No, I've only got rainforest because I do need to go. I do need to go. Is rainforest still here? Don't have rainforest. Hello, Jules. Not on TikTok. Okay, I'll give her about a minute, and if she doesn't join, I'll pop off. Hello, Queen. Using the height of Gaia. Oh, how was it? How was it? How to stop myself from spending a fortune. I know. I can spend so much. I almost spend about 100 every time I go in. By the way, guys, that's £100 I almost spend every time I go in. I'm not even joking. Did you get to see Ian? Was Ian up? Just a woman. Ah, okay. Okay, Yasmin. Nah, Ian. Ian is really nice. I think he's in Glastonbury right now. Yeah, I think he's in Glastonbury right now. So, but no, he's really nice. Absolute sweetheart. Rainforest, what is your question, boo? You're the last one, and then I can pop off. Yeah, she's on YouTube now, my darling. That's right, boo. Okay, I don't think she's there again. Okay, I'm going to pop off for now, my darlings. I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good one, my darlings. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for the gifts, and thank you for all the follows as well, my darlings. Have a good one, and I will see y'all tomorrow. It'll probably be the afternoon. Oh, no, she's here. She's here. So you want to see if you could give me a general on finance, how close we are to this package pay and contracts being signed. Let's have a look. And that'll be the last one for tonight. Thank you for the heart, me. So you are very close to it being signed, my darling. Okay, it'll be this month, start of next. I feel like you're going to be very successful, my darling. Okay. So I feel like you will be getting your back pay very soon. Okay, very, very soon. Okay. What I will say here is I feel like your finances are going to get better. I do feel like they are going to get easier. Yes, it's a lot of hard work, but I feel like you're almost there. You will be reaching your stability again very soon as well. I do feel like the boss is trying as hard as they can to make it work. As they know that you guys deserve your back pay, they know that you guys deserve your money. So I feel like they're going to make it work and they're going to get you the money that you deserve and that they owe. Okay, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like they're going to give you everything that they can. I don't think they're going to be able to do the back pay in full, but they're going to do it within segments. Okay. Quite big segments, but due to how much they owe you, they're not going to be able to do it in full. Okay, but they will get enough money too. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? Yes, you will start getting this month, my darling, yes. Okay, yes. And you, Yasmin? Should be a great B-Day gift. I feel like you will be getting paid this month, my darling, yes. Okay. Does that all make sense? You're very welcome, my darling. Right, I'm going to pop off for now, my darlings. I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you all so much for your support. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, afternoon, or day, depending where you are watching from. Have a lovely rest of your afternoon, evening, morning, day, whatever time it is. Okay. Thank you all so much for the diamonds. Thank you so much for your likes. Thank you all so much for your payments as well. It really does mean a lot. Thank you for the lovely gifts as well, my darlings. I will rainforest. So bye for now, and I'll be back on tomorrow, y'all. Have a good ones. Bye bye.